Africa is booming with foreign investment. On one side, China is building roads, railways, and stadiums. On the other, Western countries are pouring billions into aid, infrastructure, and tech. But who's really benefiting from all this? The people of Africa, or the powers fighting over influence? Let's break it down. Part 1. China's investment. China's investment in Africa has skyrocketed over the past 20 years. From roads to railways, ports to pipelines, China is funding massive projects across the continent. Examples: 1. Kenya Standard Gauge Railway, SGR. China financed this $4.7 billion project connecting Nairobi to Mombasa. While it improved transport, Kenya is now facing rising debt concerns. 2. Ethiopia, Addis Ababa-Djibouti Railway, a flagship Chinese-built project helping landlocked Ethiopia access the sea, but it's mostly operated by Chinese companies and workers. 3. Zambia Power and Mines. Chinese firms have heavily invested in copper mines and power infrastructure. However, there have been accusations of labor abuse and lack of local employment opportunities. China's investment has built roads and railways, but at what cost? Many African nations are drowning in debt, local workers are sidelined in favor of Chinese labor, and some projects ignore environmental and safety standards. Critics warn it's modern-day economic colonization wrapped in infrastructure. Part 2. Western investment. Meanwhile, the West has been investing in Africa in a different way, focusing more on aid, governance, and long-term development programs. Examples: 1. U.S. Power Africa Initiative, launched in 2013. This aims to double electricity access. Unlike China, the U.S. often partners with African businesses and emphasizes private sector solutions. 2. EU Economic Partnership Agreements, EPAs. The EU funds trade facilitation, infrastructure, and education programs, but they often come with conditions on human rights and governance. 3. World Bank IMF loans. Western institutions provide long-term loans and development grants. However, these often come with strict conditions, austerity, privatization, that some argue harm African economy. Western investment often comes with strings attached, strict conditions, political influence, and economic reforms that can hurt local industries. Aid dependency grows, while promised development is slow and sometimes misaligned with African priorities. Critics call it a subtle form of neocolonialism. Part 3. Who's really benefiting? It depends. Some African countries have gained better infrastructure and growth opportunities from China. Others have benefited from Western tech transfer and governance support, but often ordinary citizens see little benefit if deals lack transparency. China or the West? The real question should be, how can Africa shape its own destiny? With growing youth populations, resources, and innovation, Africa has the power to flip the script if the right choices are made. What do you think? Like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into Africa's rising role on the global stage. Share your thoughts. Who's really benefiting from foreign investment in Africa?